I bet you didn't know Richmond has a show that's changing the game. Meet the Famous Brown TV Show. The Famous Brown TV Show is your ultimate blend of talk, music, and pure entertainment. Hosted by none other than Preston Brown, a former Virginia Senate candidate, restaurateur, radio host, car lot owner, professional wrestler, record producer, and all-around community icon. Preston's unique tell-it-like-it-is style and his deep connection to Richmond make this show a must-watch. With prestigious awards and even a street named in his honor, he's truly a local legend. But it's not just about entertainment, it's about you. Promote your business or event and reach a wider audience with the Famous Brown TV show. And here's the kicker. Churches and nonprofits can advertise community events for free. Connect with the community and share your message. Tune in and be part of something amazing. The Famous Brown TV show, Richmond's voice, unfiltered, unapologetic, and unforgettable.
Hey everybody, I'm Famous Brown and this is the Famous Brown Show. I'm your host, I'm Preston Brown, and I got a great show for you today. First, I gotta let you know that this is a paid show, and that part of the CW network and all the views and comments you hear on this show are the views and comments of yours truly and my guests. Alright, we're celebrating Black History Month for the month of February, and also Valentine's Day slips in there on February 14th. So we want to say a happy Valentine's Day to you, and especially you over there. But we've got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about Valentine's Day. Where did it come from? Who started it? How long have we been celebrating Valentine's Day? So we'll get into that. And then we're going to also do a little bit of Black History Month. We're going to let you know where it came from, how it all started. Stay tuned. This is the Famous Brown Show. I'm your host, Preston Brown. We'll be right back.
Calls from the principal about your child's behavior? The AES Counseling Group's team of experienced counselors offers compassionate support, helping young minds navigate challenges in the home, school, and community. Don't delay. Call AES today, 804-321-2777. Again, 804-321-2777. Ask for Javon Harden. The AES Counseling Group, opening the doors for a brighter future for families in Central Virginia for over 40 years.
WCBT 1230 AM and 1027 FM. It's proud to announce something new for your Friday night work week wind down. Tune in Friday nights from 6 to 9 p.m. as we proudly present the Friday Night Stroke with Famous Brown. Fridays from 6 to 9 p.m. right here on your hometown station. Soul 1230 AM and 1027 FM. It's Famous Brown in the air chair. Friday evening, 6 to 9 p.m. Fasten your seatbelts and take a musical ride with Famous Brown. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Friday. Right here on the hometown station. Soul 1230 AM and 102.7 FM. If you hear any noise, it's the girls and the boys getting down. Famous Brown. It's music, conversation, celebrity guests, your phone calls, and most of all, it's Famous Brown, Fridays, 6 to 9 p.m.
My people in the RVA, DSP Entertainment in association with Famous Brown Radio and TV Show proudly present the first annual First of Spring Southern and Soul Show, featuring live on stage Stan the Man Hampton. And the party don't start till you get there. Saturday, March 22nd. It all goes down at Aria's Playhouse, 1325 Isaac Road, Richmond, Virginia. Also on the show, it's Sir Jonathan Burton. Tickets $20, $25 in the door. Music provided by DJ Drew. Also on the show, it's Lena May. Hope you're ready for some grown folk comedy, because we've got Misfortunate. Saturday, March 22nd at 6 p.m. Get there early. Hosted by Famous Brown. And if that's not enough, we've added Buku. A cash bar will be on site. Free food while it lasts. Call 804-481-0318. 804-481-0318.
Valentine's Day, celebrated on February 14th, is a day for love and romance. People express affection for partners, friends and family. Gestures of love include heartfelt cards and thoughtful gifts. Red roses symbolize passion. Chocolates are a popular indulgence, celebrated globally. Valentine's Day has diverse traditions. Its origins are linked to Roman festivals and legends. Some historians point to a courageous saint. The holiday has evolved over centuries. From ancient roots to modern times, Valentine's Day captures the imagination. To understand Valentine's Day, we must journey back to ancient Rome. Here in the middle of February, the Romans celebrated a festival called Lupercalia. This festival, dedicated to the god Faunus, was a time for purification and fertility. The Romans believed that Lupercalia ensured the health of their flocks and the fertility of their fields. The celebration of Lupercalia involved rituals both curious and cruel. Priests would sacrifice goats, believing their blood held purifying powers. They would then cut strips from the goat skins and run through the streets, gently striking women with them. This act was believed to bestow fertility upon those touched by the hides. Lupercalia was a time of revelry and abandon, a celebration of life's primal forces. The romantic associations of Valentine's Day are linked to the legend of Saint Valentine. A 3rd century Roman priest defied Emperor Claudius II. Claudius forbade soldiers to marry, believing unmarried men fought better. Saint Valentine secretly performed marriages. He was imprisoned when discovered. Valentine befriended his jailer's blind daughter. Legend says he restored her sight. Before his execution, he sent her a letter signed "Your Valentine." This act cemented St. Valentine as a romantic icon. Section 4. Love in the Age of Chivalry, Valentine's Day in the Middle Ages. During the Middle Ages, Valentine's Day became increasingly associated with courtly love. Knights and ladies would exchange tokens of affection. The tradition of sending love notes, inspired by Valentine's final letter, took root. These missives, often penned in elegant script and adorned with romantic imagery, became cherished expressions of love. The association of Valentine's Day with romantic love flourished in this era. Literature and poetry celebrated the day, further cementing its place in the popular imagination. The exchange of valentines, whether simple tokens or elaborate creations, became an integral part of the celebration. Section 5. From handmade tokens to mass-produced gifts, the Industrial Revolution's impact. The Industrial Revolution brought about significant changes in the celebration of Valentine's Day. The advent of mass production made it possible to create cards and gifts on a larger scale. This led to the commercialization of Valentine's Day as businesses capitalized on the opportunity to sell romantic tokens. Printed cards, often featuring sentimental verses and ornate designs, became increasingly popular. The exchange of gifts also became more common, with chocolates, flowers, and jewelry emerging as popular choices. While some lamented the commercialization of the holiday, it also made it more accessible to people of all classes. Section 6. Global Expressions of Love, Valentine's Day around the world. Today, Valentine's Day is celebrated in various ways across the globe. While some traditions remain consistent, others reflect unique cultural interpretations. In Japan, for example, it's customary for women to give chocolates to men in their lives. This includes romantic partners, colleagues, and even male friends. South Korea adds a unique twist to the celebration. A month after Valentine's Day on March 14th, they celebrate White Day. On this day, men reciprocate the gestures of love they received on Valentine's Day. These cultural variations demonstrate the adaptability of Valentine's Day and its ability to incorporate diverse customs. Section 7. A timeless celebration, the enduring appeal of Valentine's Day. From its ancient origins to its modern interpretations, Valentine's Day has evolved significantly over the centuries. The enduring appeal of Valentine's Day lies in its celebration of love, a universal emotion that transcends time and culture. Whether through grand gestures or simple acts of kindness, love remains a powerful force in our lives. Valentine's Day provides a dedicated opportunity to express affection and appreciate the special people in our lives. In a divided world, Valentine's Day reminds us of our shared humanity and the unifying power of love.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that segment. A lot of folks just been buying candy and celebrating Valentine's Day and had no idea how I got started. Well, now you know, because you got down with Famous Brown. All right, let's get back to more of the Famous Brown Show. I'll be right back.
Honoring history. The vision of Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson was a scholar and historian. He dedicated his life to the study and celebration of African American history, understanding its crucial role in the broader narrative of American history. He saw a need to highlight Black history. Woodson recognized that the contributions of Black Americans were often overlooked and undervalued in mainstream historical accounts. In 1926, he created Negro History Week. This initiative was a groundbreaking effort to bring Black history into the public consciousness and educational curricula. Woodson believed in studying the past. He argued that understanding history was essential for understanding the present and shaping the future. He knew Black history was American history. Woodson's work emphasized that the history of African Americans was integral to the history of the United States as a whole. He wanted to ensure it was not forgotten. Through his efforts, he aimed to preserve and promote the rich cultural heritage and achievements of Black Americans. Woodson chose the second week of February for a reason. This timing was significant and carefully selected to maximize the impact of Negro History Week. It included the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Both of these figures were pivotal in the history of Black liberation and civil rights. These figures were important in the fight for Black liberation. Their legacies inspired Woodson and countless others to continue the struggle for equality and justice. February's significance, a time for remembrance. Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. This document helped to free enslaved Africans in America. Frederick Douglass was a powerful abolitionist. He escaped slavery and spoke out against its evils. He believed in equality for all. These two figures represented a turning point in Black history. Celebrating their birthdays alongside Black history was significant. It acknowledged their impact on the journey toward freedom. From week to month, expanding recognition. Originally, Black history was celebrated for just 1 week, known as Negro History Week. This week was established in 1926 by historian Carter G. Woodson and the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History. The Civil Rights Movement brought new attention to Black history. The struggle for civil rights in the 1950s and 1960s highlighted the importance of recognizing the contributions and achievements of Black Americans. People became more aware of the contributions and struggles of Black Americans. This awareness extended beyond the civil rights movement, acknowledging the impact of Black Americans in various fields such as science, art, and sports. In 1976, Negro History Week expanded. This expansion was a significant milestone in the recognition of Black history. It became Black History Month. This change allowed for a more comprehensive celebration and education about Black history. This change reflected a growing awareness. The month-long celebration provided more opportunities to delve into the rich history and culture of Black Americans. The entire month of February would be dedicated to Black history. This dedication allowed for a more in-depth exploration and appreciation of the contributions of Black Americans. This expansion allowed for deeper exploration. Educational institutions, libraries, and museums could host a variety of events and activities throughout the month. Schools, communities, and organizations could host more events. These events fostered a greater understanding and appreciation of Black history, culture, and achievements. Black History Month today, a legacy of resilience. Black History Month is more than just a celebration, it's a powerful reminder of the rich history and culture that has shaped our nation. It's a time for reflection, education, and action. We delve into the stories of those who paved the way for future generations. We remember the sacrifices of those who came before us. Their courage and determination laid the foundation for the freedoms we enjoy today. We learn from their struggles and triumphs. Their stories teach us resilience and the importance of standing up for justice. We honor them by continuing the fight for equality. Every step forward is a tribute to their legacy. Black history is American history. It is interwoven into the fabric of our society, influencing every aspect of our lives. It's a story of resilience, creativity, and strength. From the arts to sciences, Black contributions have been pivotal. It's a story that continues to inspire generations. The legacy of resilience is a beacon of hope and progress for the future.
Okay, that's a little bit about Black history, how it got started. It started off for a week, and now we got a whole month. Ain't that great? But we got some more Black history from you. We got some Richmond Black history. But before I get to that segment, I'd like to let you know that every Friday night from 6 to 9, tune in to WCBT Radio. And it's located in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, on 102.7 FM. But if you live outside of Roanoke Rapids, you can get it on WCBTradio.com. You can get it here in Richmond, and you can get it all around the world. The worldwide broadcast of the Famous Brown Show. From 6 to 7, I bring you my main band, R.W. Groove. He mixes it for you and get it warmed up for me to come in at 7 o'clock. And from 7 to 9, I rock the house. I'm Famous Brown. Nobody gets down like Famous Brown. We'll be right back.
For me, it was a level of professionalism and guidance shown to me during the death of my husband.
For me, it was how much my mother looked like herself, so peaceful during her viewing, for she had been sick a very long time.
For me, it was the level of affordability. Although Dad had life insurance, we were able to have funds left over to pay some of his other expenses.
You too can experience everlasting memories during the passing of your loved one. Wilson & Associates Funeral Service, located at 5008 9 Mile Road in Richmond, Virginia. We are here to assist you with your funeral needs. You may call us at 804-222-1720 or visit us on the web at www.wilsonafs.com. Wilson & Associates Funeral Service, a tradition of quality.
Over the age of 50 and you live and breathe classic R&B, Southern soul, classic gospel, even classic rock. RichmondSoulRadio.com is on and cooking just for you. Go to RichmondSoulRadio.com on your pad, tablet, computer, and cell phone and listen 24 hours a day in digital stereo. Take us with you wherever you go.
This is Three Guys Talking Smack.
Hey, there you go. Like him, talk like him, everything just like him. He was in Straight Outta Compton. Oh, okay. I know what I'm talking about. Yes, I have. Straight Outta Compton, he played his dad.
Talking Smack. Conversations about lots of things, but mostly music. The intersection of music and culture.
This is Big P. Check out Three Guys Talking Smack and Sisters Talking Smack at RVASoul.com. Thanks to Famous Brown on the Worldwide Southern Soul Network, Black Talk Radio Network.com, and on the go. Download the TuneIn app.
Two shows with music that will take you down memory lanes and lots of smack talking. Listen to us on RVASoul.com, BlackTalkRadioNetwork.com, TuneIn, and of course the Worldwide Southern Soul Network, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
Richmond, Virginia, a city steeped in history and grappling with the remnants of its past, was presented with a unique opportunity for progress. Urban One, a Black-owned media conglomerate, proposed the development of a casino resort in the city. The project, One Casino Plus Resort, held immense promise, particularly for Richmond's Black community. It aimed to be a beacon of economic empowerment, promising job creation, community investment, and a chance to rewrite the narrative of Black economic participation. The potential benefits were undeniable. The project projected the creation of over 3,500 new jobs, a lifeline in a city grappling with unemployment, particularly within the Black community. Beyond direct employment, the casino was poised to stimulate economic growth by attracting tourism, boosting local businesses, and generating substantial tax revenue for the city. This revenue, in turn, could be channeled towards essential services such as education, infrastructure, and community development, directly benefiting the lives of Richmond's residents. Despite the potential benefits, the proposed casino faced staunch opposition. A coalition of groups and individuals, including some black community leaders, voiced concerns about the project's potential downsides. Their anxieties centered around the social ills often associated with gambling, such as addiction, crime, and a drain on local economies. These concerns tapped into deeply rooted fears about the exploitation of vulnerable communities and the perpetuation of existing inequalities. The opposition's narrative, while rooted in genuine concern, often relied on assumptions and generalizations about the casino's impact. Opponents argued that the promised economic benefits were overstated and that the casino would primarily benefit wealthy investors while siphoning money away from local residents. They raised alarms about increased crime rates, gambling addiction, and a decline in the quality of life within the community. These concerns, amplified through social media and community forums, created a climate of uncertainty and fear. The casino's rejection marked a significant setback for black economic empowerment in Richmond. The Urban One project represented more than just a casino. It symbolized black entrepreneurship on a grand scale, challenging the historical exclusion of black-owned businesses from major industries. Its failure underscored the deep-seated inequities that persist in American society, where black-led initiatives often face greater scrutiny and skepticism than their counterparts. The loss of the casino project reverberated beyond Richmond, serving as a cautionary tale for black entrepreneurs across the nation. It exposed the fragility of progress and the persistent challenges faced by those who dare to challenge the status quo. The rejection also raised questions about the role of race in shaping public opinion and the extent to which implicit biases may have influenced the outcome of the referendum. The rejection of the Urban One casino project offers valuable lessons for future endeavors. It underscores the importance of transparent communication, community engagement, and addressing concerns head-on. Building trust is paramount, and this requires acknowledging the historical context, addressing anxieties, and demonstrating a genuine commitment to the well-being of the community. Moving forward, it is crucial to foster dialogue, collaboration, and a shared vision for a more equitable future. This requires engaging with community members, addressing their concerns, and ensuring that economic development initiatives are designed to benefit all residents. The dream of black economic empowerment in Richmond may have been deferred, but it is not extinguished. By learning from the past and working together, the community can still create a brighter future for all its residents.
Okay, that's just a segment on some black history and how the economic base in Richmond had opportunity to expand with the Urban One casino result that didn't pass in Richmond because of a few people who decided, well, a few people who was all wanted a job working for one casino and didn't get the job, so they decided to fight against it and started a group called No Means No. And now we have no extra money for the schools. We don't have the 3,500 jobs it was bringing. We don't have the movie theater that was, not theater, but the production, stage production that was going to be built to produce TV and movies. And a lot of the movies that are being made in Atlanta were being made here in Richmond. But that's watered it down. This is a little bit about what we lost by not being the real boss.
Are you locked up? In jail.
Need someone to bail you out.
Call on us.
Call Brown Bell Bonding. Don't you worry, cuz we'll bail you out.
That's right. If you're locked up and you need bail, Brown Bell Bonding doesn't want you to stay in jail no longer than you have to. Call us, 804-732-3561. We'll get you out. Call us. Need bail?
Need bail. Need someone to get you out. Brown Bell Bonding. No need to worry, cuz we'll get you out.
Don't stay in jail no longer than you have to. Call Brown Bell Bonding.
We'll get you out.
We'll get you out. Call us.
Call Brown Bell Bonding.
Don't worry.
Don't you worry, we'll get you out.
732-3561. We'll get you out.
Okay, that's a little bit about black economics in Richmond and some of the reasons that we have a poor money circulating, economic power in the black neighborhood is because of black folks. I'm going to just tell it to you just like this. I ain't trying to make you mad and I don't want you to get mad. But let me explain something to you. Even down to the schools, they got a thing called a complex index. And how that was working was when the state get ready to give out the money for the different localities for the school, whichever community that had the best tax base got the most money. To me, that's backwards, because the ones that got the best tax base have the better schools, don't need as much help. We needed to reverse it and give more help to the poor neighborhoods, like Armstrong Kennedy neighborhood. And how it's based on is most of the black neighborhoods only had maybe 1 or 2 convenience stores, a beauty supply store, and it really didn't have a big tax base going to the state. But when you go into the nice neighborhoods like Short Pump and all those neighborhoods like that, where had these fantastic shopping centers, plenty of tax dollars going. So when the state get ready to divvy the budget, they say, oh, Short Pump, bring in X amount of dollars, we got to give in this for the schools. But when they come over to Church Hill had very little tax dollars. So they got very little money for the school. And basically that's how the complex was calculated. So a lot of things take place because we don't have a voice. Black folks don't have a real voice at the General Assembly and other places that mean anything, because they're afraid to stand up. They're afraid to speak up against racism and other things that are taking place. And the only thing that black people want is the same thing white folks want. We want part of the American dream, the Richmond, Virginia dream of being able to live, have a nice home, have a comfortable life. Everybody wants that. You don't have to be black or white. Everybody wants the same thing, to be able to live comfortable. And it's not done that way. So we need to get strong leaders in position who can stand up and speak on your behalf.
World Famous Brown, let's get it.
World Famous Brown, second time around.
Second time.
With a brand new single featuring the one and only Sir Jonathan Burton.
That's me.
Holding down that track.
That's what I do.
He and I want to take you to the top of the world.
Top of the world, baby.
Take you places that you've never been before. Give you the love that keeps you coming back for more. I wanna make you feel it, baby. On top of the world. Kiss you 'cause I miss you like I've never done before. Return the love, I wanna give you even more. I wanna make you feel it, baby. Girl, you make me feel like I'm on top of the world.
World Famous Brown.
First time I saw you, I was under you.